As I was starting my career following university, I remember my mum giving me some really good advice. She said, always look after the person that your customer loves most. Now, back in the day, my mum stayed at home and looked after the family, and my dad was a bank manager. Back in the day when a bank manager was a pillar of the community. They used to do lots of socialising at various events. Now, I remember them going to a lot of dinner dances, whatever they were. But because of the nature of most of these events, my dad would know more people than my mum. But what always impressed them both was how some people would pay more attention to my mum. Even though the business relationship was with my dad, there were some people who would show great interest in my mum. You'll know what it's like going to an event with your partner where you have split loyalties. You're there to engage with others, but you also want to ensure that your partner's comfortable and enjoying themselves too. So it doesn't half help when you know that others are chatting away to them and helping them have a good time. The point of my mum's advice was, the relationship that you have with people isn't just a two-way thing. It's even stronger when there are multiple connections involved. When you see beyond just the obvious relationship, when you can see the wider context. I don't want you to listen to this and think that there's a sexist slant to this. My mum was simply giving advice based on how things were almost 30 plus years ago. My mum's a people person. She's high in emotional intelligence. And what's funny is that I probably didn't pay a huge amount of notice to this advice at the time. But as I look back, I know it really did sink in. Anyway, what's triggered this story? I came home yesterday and my wife, Mary, was impressed to have received a birthday card from Action Coach head office team. Now, how nice was that? They didn't need to, but they did. This is just a little example of a number of the things that our team do to recognise people. Do you do things like this? If so, what kind of touches do you do that go beyond the immediate relationship that you have?